when I first went to them, I wasn't too sure because I'd have to take early retirement through ill health. And to cut a long story short, I went down the path of learning about computers in depth more, to which I'm going to take me exams soon for the computers, and hopefully it might lead to some form of future employment.
I think right from the get-go, Mick showed that he had the grit and determination to take the advantage of the opportunities that are given when you join the scheme like Action Towards Inclusion. So there's a lot to offer, but the person has to be able to engage with that and move forward by themselves.
It was all on Stephen's part that, you know, the learning was there, as he's just said. You have got to interact in as much as you only get out of what you're willing to put in. But Stephen has a fantastic way of putting things over. If you don't happen to get it one way, he will search out whichever way that will apply to yourself, which in itself is absolute gold. And you need that in somebody who you're learning from to be able to take it in and have a lasting effect.
I think that Mick's got much more confident with computers, but again, it's this thing of he's put one step in front of the other. He took the opportunity, some of the computer learning we did during lockdown, so Mick had to learn how to use Zoom. And we started this out by taking text photographs of the computer and sending messages back and forwards, and that would have put a lot of people off. But I was willing to put the time in, but Mick was willing to put the time in as well. And now he sends me some Zoom invites. And
do you remember midway through that though, Stephen? And I in my mortal words said, "Stephen, I'm changing computers." I don't recall Stephen looking like that. But when I looked at the Zoom screen, and I think was it "oh no" on your thought bubble?
I think ATI works because part of the thing, it is absolutely client-centred. It's about meeting people, and we create plans, but we create the plans together. So my plan with Mick would be completely different my plan with somebody else. There isn't a pressure. Some projects I've come across in the past, there's a real pressure on people to get a job, any job, quickly, and that might not be the right fit for them. It might not be the right fit for them health-wise or their situation-wise. And what we do is we dig deeper.
Stephen, in his immortal words, said to me, "If you ever get stuck, Mick, just give us a ring and we'll go through it." I think he was reaping the time he said that, because I rung him up. If it wasn't once, it was about 1,000 times, and I'm sure I heard him once before he started speaking under his breath saying, "Oh no, not again." But it was absolutely fabulous. It's an absolute corker of a way of learning.
We don't have a cookie cutter approach in ATI. So often when you're working with somebody, you're saying, "Well, we can try this." And if somebody's got the attitude to say, let's see where this goes. I remember Mick saying this exactly. Let's see where this takes us.
That was what I did say, actually. And really, that encompasses everything. Because if you're not willing to put yourself out there and make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. But you don't expect your tutor to laugh when you've made that mistake. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, when you're trying your best and you think, well, yeah, I've made that mistake. All right. Note to self, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
And you do. And that's the whole part of it. Be willing to make the mistake and be willing to do things that you want to get out of what you're willing to put in. And that works great. Win-win situation, and it's worked for us, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Brilliant.